Well, here we are. We took a little surprise road trip. Liz didn't know where we were going.
Nope.
Right?
Yep.
Did I tell you where we're going?
No, surprise.
And we are, well, I don't know if you can see the sign behind us here. We'll show it to you. We're at the Lakeridge Winery and Vineyards. I'm sorry, and Vineyards here in, where the hell are we?
I have no idea. This is your territory. We're not
Oh man, am I losing it?
Outside Leesburg, Orlando.
No,
Clermont.
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 It's
We're in
crazy.
Clermont. Yeah.
I was thinking of Tavares, but it's actually Clermont. So we're outside. Yeah, we're south of Leesburg. We're in Clermont, Florida, and it's a beautiful sunny day here. And we're here to explore Lakeridge Winery. We've heard a lot about it. We've never been here before, right?
Check it out.
Right? And you like a little wine now and then, right?
I sure do. Anybody who knows me knows that.
Okay. Well, they got a nice big parking lot here.
And they have cameras.
And they got surveillance cameras, so you don't have to worry. This is a safe area. There's not going to be any issues. It's bigger than I thought. I mean, they got a pretty good size building here. They're obviously processing a lot of wine. You can see the vineyards are down here. We'll show you more of that as we go. But they got a pretty big setup here. This is a Friday, and here's the hours posted up here, right here. There's the hours right there.
Too bad
So
it's not open for
we can go ahead and
Is that what we said?
it's open when?
Too bad they're not open up to 1 Sunday.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're not open a little bit later in the afternoons, but you know, in the evening. Maybe their hours change in the summer, you know, when we get daylight savings time here in March, but we'll find out. And here you go. Here's a nice, yeah, and they have a lot of property here. Okay, let's go down to the end down here, take a look around. You can see they do have a lot of acres here. This is you know, this isn't some tourist industry. This is a large operation for Florida wines. Now, I don't know that much about Florida wineries. I'm familiar with the ones up in Virginia, which are really starting to blossom, and Liz is familiar with ones out in California, correct?
Yes, but I'm also familiar with the ones up in New York, upstate New York.
Okay, you said
In
there
the
was,
Hamptons.
okay, and you said there was one in Tampa that was more of a
It's
tourist thing.
It's a Curly Wines.
What is it called? Curly
I think
wine?
It's Curly or Curly
Curly?
Wines. I've been there.
But what?
The wine is terrible. I mean, you know, but I've gone there with friends just to hear the music in the evening because they have music for sunset. And the wines, I'm not into the sweet berry wines.
Okay, but I mean, facility-wise,
Oh, no, it's not like
it's
this.
not like this. Okay, so here you go. Weekends and wine, live music, outdoor wine bar, food court, free tours, wine tasting, and that's Saturday and Sunday, noon to 4 p.m. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. We got a lot of people in here. Wow. Now,
They got cabs. They got all kinds of things here.
yeah,
Pinot Grigio, Chablis.
yeah. We're definitely going to do the tour to see how
yeah,
they
wait,
do
I'm gonna go
everything.
back.
Yeah, okay.
You're buying this?
Yes.
Wow, listen, I have for you also.
Well, you can see they have a wide variety of their own wines, obviously. This is what they're here for, is their own wines. And you can see their award winners. They've got an award winners variety. They have their little wine bar, so you can get by the glass, or a wine tasting, obviously. Very popular. They got hot sauce. They got a little bit of everything in here, and it's a decent crowd in here for a Friday. I imagine the weekends it could get a little crowded, so that's something to keep in mind. But they're open every day of the week. So you come upstairs here in the facility in the main building, and we're getting ready to go into a presentation in the theater. So you come up here into a waiting area if you want to see the presentation on what's going on here at the winery, and that's what we're getting ready to go into the theater. Okay. And this is in the working area of the plant.
Down. It's going to be a nice tight squeeze.
Okay.
Ready? Yes. Any other eggs on the table? Eggs usually get more
These are all the working part of the winery here. It was a very good video, very informative about the development here in Florida.
our facility. They are all stainless steel tanks, and we hold over 488,000 gallons of wine. That's over 2.5 million bottles. This second one in is our smallest tank at 2,000 gallons, and our largest ones are outside at 25,000 gallons each. All of our tanks have a cooling.
We're on the outside deck now. We've got a noise humming here. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but here's the outside view on the back of the building. You can see the vineyards, which really the growing starts in March through July. March through July. This is a warehouse ready to shipping product out of here. They also have their sister site in St. Augustine called San Sebastian.
Down over here towards the bottom of the
vineyard that they make the wine.
Your furthest to the left is your upper part, which is your.
And here's the processing line. It's kind of a small operation, but you can see everything is done here. And when they're done, they just steam clean this thing and put it away until next July, August time frame. And you come back downstairs. Go on all the way around, Liz. Come back down for a free tasting with our tour guide. Here. Going on around so you get in on this. Going around. There's two. There's right here, Liz. Liz. You good? Hey, Liz. Liz is getting ready. The best part of the tour.
You know it.
She's getting her glass of wine. So Liz has her glass ready to go and her survey card and her spit platoon ready to go. So do I.
Need to. That'd be
Okay, grab your wine list. We're going to start with your third wine down.
And now he's going to go through a tasting, a free tasting, and then to taste the product and rate the product.
This is a dry.
By the end of your third one, you've now cleansed your palate and become
Liz tasting her wine.
You have 3 hours of a workshop.
Is this a cooking one?
If you want, sure. Anything's a cooking wine.
Yeah, I know. Don't cook it's something you don't want to drink.
Correct.
Smooth.
If you won't drink it, don't cook with it. So if you like your...
This is the Chardonnay. Okay. How was that?
I feel like Chardonnay.
Don't wait for us. Don't do the 5 S's. Practice those at home. Like I said, we don't have time.
See the bubbles? He popped the champagne, and you can see the bubbles that came out of this next wine. that's being served. Put your glass up there.
Tiramisu.
It goes good with that too.
This is our wine rose.
And thank you very much.
Okay, this one's called Pink Credenza. I'm gonna try it. I think I'm gonna
With
like
me,
it.
it's always a different
Give it a try.
It's a sparkling.
Sparkling like a champagne almost.
Made again from the muscadine grapes.
We got a crowd here, and this tasting is all free. It's included in your tour here, which is amazing. Okay, sweeter the wine, sharper the cheese. He just said. So, what kind of cheese would you have with this? This is a southern red wine.
An Asiago cheese.
Sharp cheese, sharp cheddar,
cheese,
sharp cheddar,
imported chopped cheddar.
something like that.
A Rolford. Okay.
Okay, what'd you learn today, Liz?
God, it's amazing. By just coming here, which I've seen the sign and you surprised me coming here, I learned that the Sebastian wine place that I went in St. Augustine, that I've been there like 3 times, and they don't show you the vineyard, they just show you the building with the wines and how they process, and I really had their vodka, that was the new thing there. But I found out that this is the place that does all the wines for Sebastian. Here is where it's
In
put
St.
together.
Augustine, yeah. They
No.
don't do any. They don't have a
No,
winery.
they sell it.
They sell it, but they don't have a winery.
no,
They don't have a vineyard there.
Exactly.
Okay.
This place does
Yeah.
a lot of the wines for
Okay.
different places. So you guys, we just finished the tour of the Lakeridge Winery, and it was quite nice. I was surprised. Most of the wines are made from their muscadine grapes, which are all the grapes they grow here. Back of the winery, where all the actual grapevines are grown, and of course harvest is not till what, June or July, but March it all starts again.
But one of the things they pointed out, maybe we already talked about, is that the season now starts in March, and Eddie said that they've seen a couple of the blossoms starting to come out.
Starting.
Fine, you know, he said,
Can't find them, but it's starting
they
to
look
bud out.
dry. They look like if you put a match to them, they would just burn.
That's
Which
how
is
they-
probably true. But the history is very interesting. The muscadine grape was developed here in Florida. The European grape
Never
could
made
not
it.
grow here.
Too hot.
Because it's too hot,
Humid.
too tropical.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So I'm sure the northern parts of wineries like in Virginia, so on, they don't have the muscadine. They have more of a European grape, which we'll discover and research a little bit. So we're going to hit more wineries in Florida, but great time. Okay, Liz and I are going to wrap it up here at Lakeridge Winery and Vineyards here in Clermont, Florida. Liz, final thoughts?
I enjoyed it. I really thought it was going to be kind of cheesy, but it really wasn't. The vineyard is huge, as you can see, and didn't even know that this place makes all the wines for the San Sebastian Winery in St. Augustine.
Where you've been?
Where I've been to drink a lot of different wines.
Wasn't it suspicious there was no vineyards up there though?
Well, they never went into that, so I thought maybe the vineyards were actually somewhere else on the, down the street or whatever. But anyway, found out it's all here.
And that's their sister.
And that's
their
sister.
sister.
Yes. Actually, too, most of their wines that are from here are all made with muscadine grapes.
Right. The muscadine thing was brand new to me. I don't know much about wine. Liz does. I think we learned a lot here.
Yeah, we did.
I thought the presentation, the video was informative about Florida and how the muscadine grape was developed here versus the European grapes that would not work here.
Yeah.
And the other thing, which is fantastic, is they give you the full tour video. We had a great narrator, guide,
yeah.
Eddie, and the whole wine tasting is free.
8
Now,
different wines, and it was
If anybody
with the
out
tour.
there, if
It's a great
anybody
day
out
out
there
here.
it knows where there's free wine tasting, let us know. Because we're on the discovery route of more wineries, especially in Florida and wherever we travel. And we hope you join us, and we highly recommend you come down here. If you're near Clermont, Florida, stop in, especially on the weekdays. If you come here on a weekend,
They said it's mob.
It's going to be a mob scene to get to the
Wine
tour and the wine tasting.
Yeah.
So I recommend to come here on a weekend. That's it for here from Clermont, Florida, and our journeys continue. Thanks for joining us here on Older and Bolder 365. Hit that like button, hit that bell, and hit subscribe if you're not a
Recommend to come
subscriber.
here.
And let's go drink some wine.
Let's